An accessible parking blitz is a week-long project where we go to various properties and ensure that the accessible parking spaces are being used properly, that accessible parking permits are being used properly.
So we're going to a bunch of different spots today and just marking down who we've talked to, how many spots we've checked.
On the face of the accessible permit, there's information in the permit number, the identification number that we can see to see whether or not it is properly being used. Hi sir, how are you?
Hey, I'm well, thanks.
I'm Sean, I'm a municipal law enforcement officer with the City of London. What we're doing is just a random inspection of the accessible parking space to ensure that you're using the space in the permit properly. If I could I please see your accessible parking permit? Along with a piece of identification. Perfect. All right. Thank you very much for using the space and the permit properly. Just ensure when you do place your permit up on the dash that we can see the permit number and all the other numbers clearly visible from outside of the vehicle, okay? Thank you very much. Okay. Have a good day.
You as well, thank you.
So this is a permit that was seized on Sunday. Has absolutely zero personal identification. Nowhere near the same size. They did a very good job in trying to make it look like a legitimate permit. This was also on a dashboard of a vehicle. So you can see that Ontario is showing up, but copy is also very evident. It's what we find when we do these blitzes. $375 parking violation was issued in both cases. The ministry has indicated to us that anybody that drops a permit holder off at the door and proceeds into an accessible parking space is in violation, and it constitutes misuse of the permit at that point because the permit holder is not leaving the vehicle from the accessible space.
So it's important to remember that there's very few reserved spaces for folks with disabilities in parking lots, and we need to keep those free for those who need them most. People with disabilities drive, they take their children to daycare, they go anywhere you can imagine, so it's just important that every space is free for those who actually need the space, whether it's van accessible, wheelchair accessible, and that we keep those free. So the point of this is just to reinforce that and allow people with disabilities as much freedom in the city as possible.